You're hearing this ad because you're listening to our free Spotify experience. Discover new ways to listen to your favorite music without ad breaks anywhere you go.
Did you know you can find your favorite artist?
All right. Yes, we're live. Thanks everyone for tuning in. We've got a really special stream today. We haven't done anything like this before, but we're giving feedback on tracks that were submitted on our LANDR Get Feedback channel. And I have James here with me, the community manager here at LANDR.
Hi, guys.
And he's going to explain more about what this channel is, how you can submit tracks for feedback. And it's not just for feedback on the stream. It's just general feedback. People should be, popping in there, give your thoughts on tracks. We can all get better at this together. So do you want to give like an intro to the channel?
Yeah, sure. Some of you may have seen me floating around Lander's community channels. If you're unaware, my name is James. I work here as a community manager at Lander. I am responsible for our community channels, what's posted in them, the topics. We've recently decided to revamp our channels to make them better for our users. We realized that what are the most important topics, and it's getting feedback on tracks. and then getting featured with LANDR as well. More information about that later. Today we're focusing on Get Feedback. Get Feedback is a brand new channel we just launched, and it does, to quote a famous marketing campaign, it does what it says on the tin. That was Heinz Baked Beans. It does what it says on the tin. If you've got tracks that you're in the process of mixing, you maybe just about to master, or if you've got something that's released in stores, this is the place to submit your tracks, and for community members and for pros to respond and give you short feedback on the tracks. You know, kind of give a bit of context to where you're going with it, what you're trying to do, what you're looking for, and people in there can help you out with this music. Let's get it released. Let's get it to the best version it can be. And today we're going to be reviewing some of these tracks that were submitted when we launched the channel, and we're just going to talk through it and, you know, help you guys out. I mean, at LANDR, we work for musicians. I think it's kind of like you actually see it when you first come into our office, and this is our way of making sure we are doing what we're doing for musicians, and we're like meeting the
that's
like
a good
the street
point.
cred. Yeah, you know, like we work for all musicians. It doesn't matter if you're, you know, amateurs such as myself just making music for fun, or if you're people like you who know a bit more about music theory, or if you're a big time producer. This is a place for everyone. It's a community endeavor. It's an elite music community.
Elite
music community.
That's a great introduction.
Thanks, man.
Yeah. And just a caveat on feedback itself. It's always good to put your stuff out there, get input on it, but make sure to take feedback with a grain of salt. Mm-hmm. So, you know, don't take everything you're getting into consideration. Just get some people's viewpoints you might not agree with, you might agree with. Don't feel like you have to implement everything, but it's good to put it out there, see what people are thinking, take their considerations into mind. But in terms of actioning it, you know, sometimes it's better to get like a coaching lesson with someone you know is a professional that can give you really like high quality feedback. And you can find that on Network, but putting stuff into a public forum, it's a double-edged sword. So definitely do it, see how people react. But yeah, I would just, you know, tread with, I don't want to say like caution, but like, I guess that's the point, right?
I mean, how do I phrase it? I think being your own biggest critic is the hardest thing.
Right.
And being able to see past what you want is like a big like something you've got to learn both in, I think, in life, really, in like being like your professional life or in your music career.
I'm just going to pull this up closer to your face.
I can just get closer.
Yeah.
And I think, you know, this is why Get Feedback is so important, because, you know, some people might not know where they're going wrong. You know, if you don't know that, you know, something's not plugged in correctly, you won't know until someone tells you.
Exactly.
Yeah.
If you're looking for the channel, if you're just watching on YouTube, there is a link in the description. There are people in the channel right now asking how to upload the actual files here. So why don't we introduce the channel so you can switch scenes so we can see it. There you go. Cool.
Nice.
So we've got the channel open here. This is the Get Feedback channel. There's 274 people in here. If you do submit a track, make sure, like, there's tons of tracks here of people looking for feedback. We're going to do our best to get to a lot of them today, but, you know, take a listen and give your thoughts on them as well. And for those receiving feedback, like I said, take those thoughts with a grain of salt, but getting a different perspective on your work is always a helpful thing, I think. Even if it's something you don't necessarily agree with, it just helps you understand how people perceive what you're making, which I think can be beneficial. So
you think of it as like a take feedback, leave feedback. You know, like it's always important. Like other people, even if you just say, oh, this is nice, or the vocals could be up a bit here, or, you know, maybe add some hi-hats. Like, any feedback's good. I think if you're leaving feedback, it's also important to know what feedback you're looking for. Like, if you're just starting out, you can just say like, oh, this is my first mix, this is the first version, just so people can know. I think posting a link or an audio file is great. That's what we want you to do, but couple sentences is perfect. Helps the community know what to look for. Yeah,
give context to what you're looking for, and then you'll get more directive stuff to work on, right? So, like, if you uploaded a file, you could say, hey, I'm having trouble with this mix. Let me know what you think of the balance. And then you'll get more feedback on the balance and how people are perceiving it through their ears, through their listening system. if you upload a song and you want to get some feedback on the songwriting, they can listen to more of the music itself and not so much the mix, right? So that helps when you're looking for feedback, I think. Cool. That being said, why don't we get into some of these? We want to keep it so we, first come, first serve. So we likely won't get through everything today. We have about an hour. So we did put most of the people that submitted first on this picker wheel, and we will do this again either on the YouTube or maybe even directly in the channel where we just go live in the channel, so we have a more concentrated audience, but details to come. Let's get started. So what do we have here, James?
This is a picker wheel. These were the first 12 people I could find that submitted tracks. Thank you very much for our early adopters. We're just going to hit spin, and we're going to pick a name at random.
Oh, wow. It comes with the sound and everything.
I chose one with a sound. I just want to address chat quickly. Someone says, "Where is Peggy?"
Where's Peggy? Peggy's probably at home or
Probably
at work.
At home, chilling.
We love Peggy here. Yeah, we'll have her back soon. Maybe she can do one of these with us.
I think she would be great, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Generate certificate. Okay.
On a meal.
Cool.
I think the very first person.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Interesting. Cool. So, in this channel, you can share an audio file by just clicking here on the paperclip, and you can attach a file from your LANDR library or your computer, which is great. So, the benefit of doing that is I can open it up, and you can get feedback on a specific time code of the song. So, I can leave text comments here.
I actually already listened to this, but I know you said you also had some feedback. But did you want to give it a play, and then we can show people what we mean?
Yeah, of course. Yeah. I'm just trying to see. Okay. Yeah. So you can submit.
Yeah, and then
I can't do the video comments on this, eh?
I'm gonna do the video. If you type a comment, it'll auto add the time code. Like here,
right.
It says 035. So if
Right.
you're listening to someone else's track and you want to give a specific piece of feedback over a certain section, it'll actually timestamp where you think they need feedback. You say, "Oh, here you should do X thing," or "Here I would dial down the Y."
Right.
Yeah.
And that's the benefit to submitting an audio file. And of course, you can submit your Spotify.
Some people put their LANDR links in here as well. And also, Spotify, or Apple Music, we say Spotify a lot. Wherever you put your music out there,
YouTube,
SoundCloud,
anything, really.
YouTube, put your links in there. This is like I keep saying, this is a community endeavor. Doesn't matter where your music is, we want to hear it.
Cool. That being said, let's get into it.
Yeah.
Enough talk. And thanks to our sponsor that we haven't reached out to yet.
Bubbly.
I have the cherry bubbly. We might cut this down to give them an example of how they could sponsor the stream. So
yeah,
this is great sparkling water if you're looking for water that bubbles. Yeah, I love it.
If you want to sponsor our streams, unrelated, let us know.
It just spilt all over
You
my
just
face.
spilled.
Okay,
Fantastic.
let's listen to this. So we'll listen to a bit. We'll stop, give some feedback. We'll listen to a bit. We might not get through the whole track just because we want to hit people, but we don't want to hit people. We want to get to their songs. This person said, "I'm too frustrating. I'm out." Maybe we'll reach out to them and find out why. But yeah, like I said, you can just attach a file, choose from your LANDR library or computer and upload it. Anyway, let's get back to the track. So, really cool track. What were your first impressions?
It reminds me, of like a song you would hear at like the end credits of like a Guy Ritchie movie. You
Right.
know? Yeah. I like it. I think the intro comes in a bit slow, but I think the beat is overall good. You're maybe more qualified. So
It's hard to, like we said, direction with the feedback that you want is helpful, because there's some feedback that is technical and specific that you can action on, and then stuff like the sound or like the composition can sometimes be subjective. So like it's like, this is from my perspective, this is what I would do. That being said, let's listen to the intro again and just kind of get through it. Yeah, nice 8-bar intro. I think there could be more movement in there, and more of a up ramp into the beat itself. That depends on like what your instrumentation you would like it to be. Like I think it could sound a bit more full, maybe some pads in there, but this is all subjective. Like I guess he does have like an organ kind of thing. And I think like the vocals could come up a bit, so they're more at the forefront of the mix.
Definitely.
It's kind of like buried underneath the drums a little bit. And I can't hear what the words you're saying are. I like the entry of the bass there. And I think like here, you could switch up the drum pattern when the bass comes in. Maybe a bit more busier, maybe another type of cymbal. It'll just keep the listener's ear intrigued when you switch up section by section. And one thing I did notice about this is that I think it is the same drum beat through the whole thing.
Yeah, you're right.
So like switching up the drum beat between sections is going to help a lot, keeping people interested. Switching the sounds that come in, doing transition fills with the drums will really help lead into the next section. That kind of stuff I think would help keep the listener listening. So and you can kind of tell the song kind of once it comes in, and you can see in the waveform it stays really static. So when people listen to it, they might get fatigued after a while if there isn't enough changing, enough interest in the composition. So that would be my feedback. I think overall it's structured in a way that I feel like it's almost finished, but it could use that finesse of like build-ups, breakdowns, different drum elements, different sounds. Maybe you have the organ for the chorus, and then you have a pad for the verse. Yeah. I hope that helps. Let me know in the chat too if you have feedback for this, and we'll read it out. But
from the chat, Taylor Laurie says, "I posted my SoundCloud link instead." Yeah, whatever, like wherever your music is.
Yeah,
wherever your music is, it doesn't exclusively have to be distributed.
As long as we can play it.
As long as we can play it and it's playable.
Yeah, in the channel though itself, you will get more specific feedback if you upload an audio file. That way people can put time-stamped comments. In SoundCloud, I think you can do that. So if they feel like logging in there, they could do it there. But you might get more engagement if you post an audio file. So, but thank you, Anamil. I hope I said that right.
You can tell we're in Quebec. Anamil.
Anamil. I hope this helped. I could dive into this a bit more, but I want to get to others. So yeah, if you're watching, oh, cool. Michael just put a comment. Very nice track. Wonderful instrumentation.
Hey, thanks, Michael.
Good production. Yeah. Cool. Let's go back to the wheel.
Back to the wheel.
I guess we can hide choice. That's kind of cool. Nice.
Oh, I set this up.
You did. Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. Great feedback, Taylor. That's awesome.
Yeah. So Taylor from chat says, "I agree with the words dropping off a lot. I can't hear many of the consonants. The lyrics sound a bit muddy."
Yeah, I think just like raising the volume of the vocals throwing some compression on there so they don't kind of go like this, because vocals are very dynamic, and if you often need to compress the hell out of them so they're, they can stay up in the mix. So yeah, go grab LANDR Effects Voice in LANDR Studio and chuck it on there and compress it. But yeah, let's keep going.
Yeah, I feel like we could. You're very much like a perfectionist. I feel like you could do an hour on that one song.
Yeah, I mean, and I have done that like in like the private coaching. Oh, Luca, cool. Where I think in a private message you can actually leave video comments, so I can like really get in the weeds there. And that's me promoting myself on LANDR Network.
You should hire Anthony on LANDR Network to give you mixed feedback, track feedback. You can find him on if you scroll down, I think Luca's a little bit further down.
Cool.
Yeah, so these were all, I think Luca submitted 3. Luca, if you're here, let us know which one you want, but if not, you can just pick one at random, Anthony.
Okay. We'll give him like 30 seconds.
I'm going to give you 30 seconds, Luca, if you're here. If you're not, and you know Luca, let him know. Yeah, he said, like I said, he's added like some comments here about like what he's looking for.
Nice.
Yeah, which is really handy because, like I said, it's really good to know what kind of feedback you're looking for. Because sometimes I play tracks and I don't even know the genre. Like it's just an audio file, and I'm like, what do you?
Oh yeah, I saw this comment. I'm not sure if you wanted vocals like that, but I will record them again and put some more reverb on them.
Oh, from Skimda, yeah. Shout out Skimda. You've been posting a lot on this channel, giving people a lot of feedback. I appreciate you. Thank you, Skimda.
Cool. Let's just let's go with the first one.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna open this up. Nice.
It's grabbed me immediately.
Nice sound design there. Nice. Nice track.
Very nice.
I've got leave some comments in the chat what you think. Sounds amazing, dope track. Now from my perspective, this is subjective. But I think it would help it move along a bit better. All the sounds are there. But from my, I was trying, and I kept listening to see where you were going to go with this. When the drums drop here, especially this song has so much forward movement that I think you could go with like a heavier kick. Like it seems there's so much tension building here that you could really come in a lot earlier with the full drums before this break here. I was expecting the drums to come in around here. Right here. Boom.
Oh yeah,
Like boom. And then you're going to get your listeners be like, oh, yeah. But it kind of just stayed static through. And you have to wait all the way here for the payoff, which you might lose some listeners like that. I think the sonic arrangement, though, you have all the sounds there. I just think it's like putting them in better places would help improve the track.
Mm-hmm.
But that's just my feedback. That's just my subjective feedback.
No, I agree. I do think the drums could come in sooner.
Yeah.
I do like the kind of left field house genre that they're probably going for here, which in that kind of music, there are less drops compared to something like garage or drum and bass.
Yeah.
But I do think to entice people in, sometimes that drop just need to bring it forward, I would say.
Yeah, and then you can always drop off again like you did here with this nice like, and then you have this like,
yeah, like that was good. I like that.
This is cool. It's building, right? I think those vocal samples could come down a touch. Since they're not really like a lead vocal, they're kind of like a part of the instrumentation side of things. Still building, right? I was thinking the drums would come in like right here. Boom, like a really like impactful thing, right? Or this could be like the drop off and then it comes in really heavy right there. But yeah, that's just, I think like you have everything there. It could just be switching around where the drums come in and maybe playing with some different sounds to make them a bit more impactful. Maybe bring them up in the mix, get a nice huge snare in there, because the claps are working, but they kind of only work for the build up section, or you can use them as a percussive elements when you have a big snare or a big clap in there. I think might help make it more impactful. But yeah, I mean, a lot of that's subjective in terms of like maybe you just want it to be chill. But yeah, I think
that's kind of what chat's saying as well. Like Texas says, the whole state of Texas, by the way, just nice sounds. It's giving Afrobeat Amapiano feelings. Amapiano. I'm low-key dyslexic. Amapiano. Not familiar with the term. And then Tim,
it's like a genre.
Oh, okay. Tim says maybe some vocal elements are too up front. It could be buried a tad more.
Right. Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah. Good ears, Tim.
It's got like a side stick snare, which is cool. But yeah, I think the elements are there in terms of making it subjectively better. Yeah, just switching up how the track is arranged, I think, and catching the listener's ear and having that payoff much earlier will, I think help it be a better track. Cool. Yeah, very nice though. Very nice sound design and like the reverse swells and stuff. I love it. I love that kind of stuff. So really cool. All right.
Again, you can hire Anthony on LANDR Network to give you. And you should also have yourself set.
And there are way more talented people, in my opinion, on LANDR Network that do offer coaching that might have a bit more experience than me, but happy to help anyone that wants to.
Yeah, there are some major industry professionals that you can find on LANDR Network. You can also filter by tier. I don't know if my accent. My accent's coming through. Like, so platinum, gold, silver, bronze, and then it depends on like the kind of projects they've been a part of. So if you want like top tier, if you filter by platinum, you can find some amazing producers on there. Cool. I don't want to name drop, but there are some.
Nice.
Yeah.
Did you put yourself on this wheel?
No, there is. Yeah. Well, you're quite surprised. The most common name in North America, James.
Is it?
Yes. It's the most common name in North
Watch it land on James now.
Yeah.
Okay, Manfred. Sweet. Let's check it out. Do you remember where this is?
Go. Maybe go further up. I think. It was Rick. Those are licks.
There it is.
Manfred. Yeah.
Cool. This song is the last work with Manhan. It's dedicated to a friend who passed away years ago. Pleasure to get some words on it. Very cool.
Yeah. Sorry for your loss, Manfred.
Yeah.
Wie wir waren vor Jahren, heute kann ich verstehen,
Ah, das packen Sie durch.
dass wir da nur ahnten, für immer 18. Den Sommer im Garten, wir konnten drauf zählen, es galt, was wir sagten. Und Worte gibt es nicht mehr, alle guten Taten aufgebraucht. Es ist wieder Herbst und ich hab ein Haus gebaut. Egal wo und wie, egal wo und wie, egal wo und wie, egal wo du jetzt bist und wie's da ist, ich schau wieder her, ohne dich. Egal wo und wie, sie ist noch da und du nicht.
Nice interlude.
So vieles geschehen, seit wir
Let's do that half of the song. So you can see the clear form here in the waveforms, which is good. Like it seems structured in a way that's that makes sense. So here's the other chorus. This is probably the verse 1 and 2 chorus. Cool. So let's start with the vocals. You have a very cool, like talented singer. The vocals sound great. I think you could compress them a bit more so you'll have more control of them in the mix, because I find that they're kind of popping in and out quite a bit. And it just makes it, it'll make it sound more cohesive, I think, in the mix. Vocals and maybe some light EQ, getting rid of some of the mud and bringing up the highs a bit. LANDR Effects voice, again, is really good for that. That's in LANDR Studio. We've also got... the chord presser is good. Any stock plugins in Adobe will help. Yeah, Steven's in there. Nice song overall. Maybe add some elements to build up before the kick drops. Yeah, so I was going to get back to here. So you have a really nice intro, but then it dies off. What I would do is start to build into this section, and you can leave like a bar of just voice and
hab ein Haus gebaut.
just leave that empty. So you have the intro, start building, right? And then here, cut everything down, and then you come in strong with the chorus, right? Because I find that when you start like this and then it tapers off, you will lose people's interest, really, unless it's a really convincing vocal message. But I find like usually you would go the other way. You would have this section here, and then this section here. But the way you have it now, I think you could just add more elements and keep the elements that are in here and build, then drop it here,
Hab ein Haus gebaut.
and then come in.
Egal wo und wie.
It's a great like start,
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
but I feel like it needs to, again, very similar to other tracks. You just need to, it needs to come in sooner. Like because as you can see on the waveforms, like it starts and then it gets already smaller and then goes even bigger. I feel
Yeah.
like that needs to go.
Yeah. So yeah, just build this
Yeah.
section out, cut it here, leave that gap so you have just a da 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 da, and then it comes in really. And you could do like a reverse symbol here would be cool to get more impact on the one. So you'd be like,
Egal wo und
Like-
egal. Egal.
wait, I want to try to do it.
Hab ein Haus gebaut. Egal wo und wie.
You know? Okay, cool. So,
Und wie.
and you know, the vocal performance is good. Now, tuning is a subjective thing. She's kind of wavering in that pitch. You could tune it if you want. Repitch elements is great for that to get a natural sounding vocal tuning. Or you could just leave it and just use the compression and the EQ and have a really, really natural performance. It could be tuned though, I think. Especially the backing vocals, I think, could come underneath the lead vocals. They seem to be on top a little bit. And I find that the vocals are a little bit dry as well. You can use, send the vocals to a plate reverb, Rev Plate 140, and LANDR Studio is great for that. Just send a little bit so you get more fullness in the vocals. Like that ad lib can come down a little bit. I was wrong. The backing vocals are good in relative to the leads. So
maybe they already used repitch.
What's that?
Maybe they already used
I meant the balance.
Oh, the balance.
Okay, let's I don't know if we'll have time to listen to everything, but you can hear in this section. I'm just thinking there could be. You got the pads, vocals, the bass, and then here in the next section, it's the same instrumentation. Consider after 8 bars or whatever it is, add a little shaker, switch it up a bit with the percussion, add some more momentum there, and you'll get it'll build really nicely into the next section. You could even use elements that you used here that you will use to build it up into the next chorus. And of course that reverse cymbal there. And then start to think about, how is this chorus different than this one? It's okay to copy and paste, but maybe that last chorus, I see it's a bit louder, but how can you make it more full sounding to kind of end the song, right? How does it end? It kind of drops off there. Maybe put a drum fill, da-da-ka-da-ka-bong, like.
Do you think it drops off too harshly?
Yeah, the drums just kind of go, and then it's. You kind of left like feeling, oh, it's the end. You could just do a drum fill into the end, da-da-ka-da-ka-bong, and then I think it'll help close it off a bit. Little things, percussion, crashes, reverse cymbals can really make it shine a bit more and add a bit more variety and keep people's interest. But overall, really nice vocal performance. Cool track.
Yeah, as they chat saying that very powerful vocals.
Yeah.
And they appreciate your advice on how to tame vocals. Yeah. So, no, I think that's the overall consensus.
Cool. Let's keep going.
Let's keep going.
How much time do we have? Oh, good.
We're halfway through. We've done 3.
Nice.
So we're doing 10 minutes per track, basically.
Cool. And if your track's not on this wheel, submit it into the channel. We'll do these again, I think.
Yeah, we should specify that the tracks that are on this one were the tracks that... So we were going to do this last week.
I got really sick.
Actually got kind of sick, so we were unable to.
You can hear it in my voice. I'm still fighting it off. I'm trying not to cough on James.
I appreciate that you came in today when we're doing this. So yeah, these were the songs that were submitted when we originally scheduled this. So if you're not on this list, we'll get you on another time. Just today, we're just going off the people that we said we would do last time.
Yeah, and
keep them coming.
Yeah, and if you guys enjoy this, we can definitely do this again. Like
with someone more qualified than myself. Maybe.
No, you're a great banter, man. Don't feel like you're not qualified. No. I think having you here adds really a nice authority to the channel, and you're like, this is a part of what you do. You're explaining the channel, and if you guys want to keep seeing stuff like this, we'll do it again, and maybe we'll do it once a week in addition to the other stream.
We should definitely get Peggy on, because when people were like, "Where's Peggy?" I'm like, "Yeah, this sounds like."
Yeah, we'll have Peggy back. Peggy back. From here beyond, cool. You can hear my.
Oh, jeez, okay. Not into the mic. Oh, I'm so sorry you had to hear that.
Where's this one? From here to beyond?
It's slightly down. Slightly down. That's James. Keep going.
That's you?
No, that's. Was it that one? Did you just go past it? That one? No, that was John.
Maybe I'll just do Control F from here.
Oh, interesting.
Was it? Did they remove it?
I'm not sure. Maybe they. I didn't go this far down. I think we must just be missing it.
Okay, let us know in the chat if you're
All
here
right.
and you can tell us the name of the song. We'll do it, but we're going to move on.
We're gonna move on.
John.
John,
There
we
yeah.
just saw John.
Yeah,
It's your. Okay, keep going.
I can't find it.
there was.
Cool.
Yeah,
There we
yeah.
go.
These two.
Cool. John says, sharing the first 2 tracks from my first full synth pop album, looking for feedback on mix arrangement, vox, and effects, and anything really. Intentions is a faster synth pop track with several changes in key and style. Idiomatic is more relaxed
Oh,
track.
John's here.
Cool.
2-bit operations. That's me. John, what's good?
Yeah, thanks for
What's
tuning in.
good,
Yeah.
John?
Let us know which track you want us to do.
John, make a choice. Which one? Idiomatic. Oh, I can't.
Idiomatic.
Idiomatic. Sorry.
You're an idiomatic.
I joke about this a lot. I struggle reading just in general. I think
Okay.
I might have adult. I think I need to get checked for that.
Some adult
Symptoms.
symptoms,
Just
adult symptoms.
honestly, my prescription got stronger on my glasses, and
Yeah?
I think it's just that. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
No, I can relate. I feel not as sharp as I used to be.
Yeah. All right. I'm waiting for a response from John. Whilst we wait for John to get back to us, I'm just going to read chat a bit. There was a message from LANDR's support and distribution team for Taylor Laurie and saying how much we love you. And then Taylor went on to say, it was really nice. Yeah, Taylor says, I love LANDR. Now that I'm settled in, I'm never leaving. You're going to have to drag me out of here. That made me laugh.
Nice. He said, let's idiomatic. I can't see what the heart blocks the text there, but
Either is, idiom. Let's do the idiomatic.
cool. Let's press play. Isabel would be good for feedback on this one. That's what she specializes in.
Pride comes before the fall, but so does summertime. Oh, and I've given my all to break this makeshift paradigm. Grasp and straws untold, but now the shortest straw is mine. I'll spin it into gold, or I could break the camel's spine. It's robotic, it's automatic, idiotic, from a schematic. It's all idiomatic. It's been done, it's not enigmatic. Ideas unidiosyncratic. We're all idiomatic.
I like this a lot. It's really catchy. Yeah, Josh says it's really catchy. Let's get into this.
Before you do, I'm really
yeah.
outing myself as a bad dancer because you're like sitting there like really absorbing it, and I'm just here kind of just moving, and I'm like, now the internet knows I can't dance even when I'm sitting.
Yeah, we'll clip that for later.
We'll clip
Now
that,
you-
we'll
now-
clip
now
that for
you
socials,
mentioned,
just me with my arms up. Yeah.
Cool. Let's start at the beginning. The first thing that I thought you could do is cut the intro in half. Make it 4 bars. And instead of coming in with a full beat to give it more interest and going into the next section, feel free to just start with the kick drum. You know what I mean? Subjective, yeah. Technical feedback, like mix feedback, I think the bass could use some cut in the mud frequencies, so like 200 to 400 hertz. And then I think you could either add a higher bass that gives it more of a like a percussive kind of feel. That would help it make it stick out a bit. Just my thoughts if I was going to do this. Like the riff though.
Oh, yeah, it's really... Oi.
And what that'll help with is it'll make the bass sit nicer with the drums. And I find the drums are a bit in front of the mix, and even when the vocals come in. Like I said, yeah, cut this in half, or start with the kick here, and then bring the drums in halfway through, because we're kind of like at an 8-bar thing where nothing really is changing. Yeah, it'll just help people keep listening when you have lots of changes.
Yeah, Tim in chat says maybe needs a bit more low end, like a bass line and active low end.
Yeah, try different bass sounds. The new synth that we got in studio, the Axis synth by G-Force, has some of the best bass sounds I've ever heard.
Oh, wow.
Like
big claim.
For a synth, like it's really big. Check that out if you have studio.
Pride comes before the
I think same as last one, the vocals could be compressed a bit more and you can put them more at the forefront. I feel like they're
fall, but so does summertime.
yeah, I would just compress it more. Consider layering your voice too for this kind of genre.
When I
Definitely the Joy Division inspiration. Reminds me of like a demo.
to break this makeshift paradigm. Grasp
But you got the right idea here. You're switching sections, the drum beat switches up, it adds more interest to the song. That's really great.
and straws
I think you're on the right track.
but now the shortest straw is mine.
Add some higher synths in the next section of this, or like add some more, because I feel like a lot of the energy from what I'm hearing is in the low end, and this is actually something I wanted to do. Let's just quickly download this, and I'll just show you on a Spectrum Analyzer what I mean.
Okay.
I won't spend too much time on this. New. What was I doing here? This is like a cool. Download.
You're getting the VIP treatment.
Can you switch to the full cam for a sec?
Yep.
Just because I don't know. What
Yeah, sounds good.
stuff
Sounds good.
I have.
I can do some stuff from chat. Adil says, Mr. Start of the show. Yeah, well, it'll be on our YouTube channel, so you can always go back and watch it. And then German Her says some vocal harmonies and dramatically opening regarding John's track. More people asking about how can I get a song reviewed. To get it reviewed on stream, you can just submit. Well, today we're doing tracks that were submitted previously, but if we do this again, you can just keep them submitted, and we'll put like a specific. Like if you submit within this time, then like we will look at your song. It's just because we're a week behind on the streams.
Yeah, that's my fault.
Yeah, no, your fault. Cygnus is.
I've never missed a stream. I'm so mad at myself.
Elixir says I would raise the gain of the chorus. Is that it kind of fades away?
Yeah, I mean, if you look at the wave, you can switch back now. If you look at the waveform on the track, you can see it really just stays the same, and that can lead to fatigue on the listener's part, where. You know, the instrumentation is kind of changing, but the overall volume of the whole song is really the same. And you can change that by, using volume automation. And let's just look at the Spectrum Analyzer. So this is Span. It's a free plugin. I've changed the mode to show the average time of the sound going by is higher. I smoothed it to 1/4 of an octave, which gives me some information on what's building up and not like too specific in the frequency ranges. So let's just see what it says. And I'm guessing there's a lot of energy here and there's not much here. So turn the click off. Yeah, so there's that bass. So that bass could be down here, and the kick could be down here, and you're going to get a more full sound that way. If you have a lot of energy in this area here, it's going to sound muddy. There's that bass. And then we have really nothing in the mid-range, so it's kind of sounding a bit hollow. Right? And that's what makes a mix not sound full, is when you have two separate elements going on like this. You have the high end, and you have like some of the mid-lows. It sounds like two separate things happening. It doesn't sound cohesive.
That's a great way of saying it. It does sound like.
Now let's see what the vocals come in with. They're sitting right. There's the fundamental here.
But so does summertime.
Yeah, the bass is really building up in 200.
I really hope everyone has headphones on, by the way. You can really hear it.
So yeah, I would just play around with the bass sounds you're using, because I think that bass line works. It's just the sound that might be making it less clear. Cool.
They ask. John asks, "How would I fix that? This is so helpful. I have a lot to learn in production and vocals. Teaching myself as I go." Any like 10 seconds? How would? Sure.
Yeah. If you have LANDR Studio, check out the courses on there. There's lots of great mixing courses that can kind of help in terms of the technical mixing side. A lot of the times it's less about EQ moves and more about just choosing a better sound, because that's the beauty of like producing in a DAW, especially like if you're not using live instruments. Swapping out a sound with MIDI can change the whole thing, right? So
But so does summertime.
yeah, and the bass could come down once you choose another song. You want to make sure, like, this is a blanket rule. It's not applicable to anything, but usually most tracks will have a build. Let me just expand this so you can see. This is the frequency spectrum. Most tracks will come up here. They'll have the sub bass kind of the highest, and then they'll gradually taper off like that. That's a standard shape of like a balanced mix. A balanced mix is not. What am I trying to say? Balanced mix is not necessarily the best mix most of the time, but trying to achieve a balanced mix and then making it unique from there can also be a good thing. And a lot of that you can get from instrumentation. So just think about, where is the kick drum living? Is it living in the sub frequencies here? And how is your bass instrument interacting with that? Or is the kick living up here and the sub bass down here? That's a big thing, depending on the genre too, that you can look out for. And that's how sound selection, we have like a video on YouTube about sound selection that's really good with Isabel. I would check that one out.
Yeah, it's a great video.
And then the courses on LANDR can help with this. And just filling out, where's the...
But so does summertime.
He's starting to fill it out here. There's that bass there, right?
And straws untold, but now the
It's starting to fill out a
straw
bit.
is mine.
There's the low end of the kick.
Gold, or I could bring the camel.
But yeah, you're using stuff like distortion. It's going to give more excitement to your sounds. Crush Station in LANDR Studio is a great distortion for that. Just adding more upper frequencies to specific sounds. Doing that to your bass is going to help it stick out on smaller speakers. Like, for example, if I played it through these laptop speakers, I might not even be able to hear that bass line, which is so integral to your song. So I hope that helps.
What's that? I don't know. What's that plugin that allows you to listen to things in different ways?
Oh, the Mix Checker. Yeah.
Mix Checker. Yeah, I definitely recommend playing this on Mix Checker as well, because you can hear how it will sound in your car, or
just different perspectives.
Can I break the rules and just choose who we review next, or do you want to spin it?
Why are you going to choose James?
No. I was going to choose Elixir because they're in chat.
They're in chat? Okay,
they're in chat. So because you came here today, Elixir, you submitted a track. I think maybe Go Up.
Okay.
Kind of early on, I think, before. Keep going. I think it was before Luca. Before. Yeah.
There's From Here Beyond. I feel bad now.
All right, let's do Elixir because Elixir's in chat.
Okay, cool. Nice.
Yeah.
And yeah, by the way, how many viewers we got now? 21. Nice.
21.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Let us know if you would, consider attending these more often, because like this is the first one we're doing, but I'm happy to do them more often. They don't take a lot of work on our end, and I think it's really good to speak with you guys and gals, and I think it really helps everyone overall.
Yeah.
So let us know in the chat, and we'll start to schedule them
I was
in.
trying to come up with a name, and it was like save your songs or something, or like save your, because it like SYS, save your songs.
Oh yeah, save them.
Save them or help them. Well, yeah. Well, anyway, Elixir. We're gonna review a track now.
Ooh.
Heights too high to find. What will you rely on when your potions fail? What can be a crying tears you learn. Sorrow trains inside. Fearless I believe. From all the abuse, you might never find me ever again. Endless thinking I won't hide. Endless reasons I'm in fragments. I am so little artist spin it into but it's problematic, so alarming. Please appease me.
Wow.
Crying
Really interesting harmonic choices there. It's really dark.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I was trying to think of how I would describe this, like dark gothic or dark electronic. I don't.
Yeah, I love the vocal performance
Yeah.
too.
No, I'm glad we listened to this.
Yeah, this is great. Is
Yeah.
it them singing on the song?
Yeah, Elixir, if you're still here, Elixir, is this you performing vocals or is this from a sample pack?
Yeah, let us
Or
know.
like an AI at all?
I feel like
Yeah.
it's them performing it.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
yeah,
they're incredible.
yeah, let's
Yeah.
dig in. So trying to like think. You might be able to get away with like a little gap of silence there, because like the high frequency of the riser going into the bass thing, it's a bit jarring. But if you have it like boom, you know what I mean? It might transition a bit better.
heights too high to find.
In terms of the bass sound, I like the pulsing bass. I'm a fan of them in general. I feel like there's a lot of low end energy coming off the release of the bass sound. So it's like, but it's going, and you might be able to fix that by adjusting the attack on the synth, the release on the synth and the sustain. So it's more of a percussive bass sound. So because I find there's a bit of low end build. Or there's a swelling bass underneath. I'm not sure. I think there might be a swelling bass. So what I would do in that case is just kind of remove the swelling bass, or just choose one of those things. You don't have to come in with the percussive bass right off the bat. You could just do the swelling bass like room, right? And then come in with the percussive bass later, because we're kind of staying on that same energy for a long time. Yeah, I might cut a bit of the low end off the percussive bass and make room for the kick to live in those sub frequencies. It might make it feel a bit heavier. Let's listen to
When your potions fail.
Yeah, the kick's really weak, I find, and it has a really nice pattern. So I think you can make that stand out a bit more by either choosing a different sample or kind of like boosting around 6 to 8K where you hear the smack of the kick and cutting where that percussive bass lives. So make room for each other, because the kick and the bass are so important because they live in the same area. And when you get into the lower frequencies that move slower, you have less room there. You really have to choose what lives there, because they'll just cancel each other out. And then because the frequencies are moving slower, if they're masking each other, it just leads to a weaker mix.
Oh, I just want to quick. Alexa said this song is featured. So the artist singing is called Mystica Rose.
Okay, cool.
Alexa produced this track,
Nice.
and they wanted to know what we think. But yeah, they actually put that in the comment, so I should have read that. I apologize.
Yeah, we should
Yeah.
read the comment. That's okay.
Can be a
Yeah, the
crying tears you love.
I think the vocals could sit on top a tad more.
producer.
Let's grab. How much time do we got? We can go over a little bit. I'm having
Okay.
some fun. So
Yeah. Let's just do this. Let's cancel those afternoon meetings. No.
yeah, let's just do this till 4.
My dog's just at home, just waiting to be walked, and I'm like, sorry, having too much fun at work.
Yeah. Cool.
It's too hard to find. What will you
I like that sample there.
hide?
Okay, so let's isolate the low end, and you can do this with spam by just holding Command or Control, I think, on a PC. Let me do something here. Let's just pull up just a standard stock EQ. Just like listen to this. I'm just gonna get rid of that low end, and you can hear how it just clears everything up. It should. High pass. I don't really use this one that often.
It's too hard to
Can you
find.
explain a little bit what you're doing?
Yeah, just listen to how all of the other elements of the track start to become a lot more clear when the low end's removed.
Mm-hmm.
And what I'm getting at is that if you can just choose one element that lives here, and I don't think it's that pulsating bass thing. I think it's the kick.
Mm-hmm.
And
It's too hard to find.
Oh, yes, two different songs.
What will you rely on?
and then have the kick just live in the low end. And then if you really want some sub bass in the intro, just put a really sub bassy sine wave that has no upper harmonics. It's just like boo, boo, right? And then you'll have the joy of that pulsating bass with all of the energy cut out. And you'll have the foundation of the sub bass. I do that a lot where I'll just chuck a sub bass underneath, and it gives it that fullness that you kind of want with the foundation.
It's too hard to find. What will you rely on?
Then the kick comes in, and if you have everything cut and the kick is coming in and it's in the subs, it's going to really hit, you know?
Mm-hmm.
I hope that helped.
A question from chat says, where is that propeller sound coming from? Do you know what they're referring to?
I think that's the pulsating.
That's the pulse. Oh, okay.
Ticka, 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 ticka. I like it.
Mm-hmm.
Crying tears you love. Down the train inside. Feelings I believe.
I would just double check that really distortion-y sound. Make sure there's no low end on that that's playing.
Crying tears you love. Down the train inside.
And just make sure that it's not getting in the way of the vocals, because those really distortion-y sounds could kind of like mask the vocals because they live in the same frequency area around here. So like,
Crying tears you love.
I hope that helped. Let's do one more.
Yeah, it's 201. PM.
I love the vibe of this though.
Oh, yeah.
Find me
We didn't even get to this part. I'm so sorry.
Little heart is stiff and hitting too quick. It's problematic, so alarming. Please appease me. Endless reasons, I'm in fragments. I am sore. Little heart is stiff and hitting too quick. It's problematic, so alarming. Please appease me. Use me anymore.
I love this song. That's crunchy.
Yeah.
That's great. Harmonically crunchy too.
Yeah.
Cool.
Elixir actually said, "Wow, that sounds even better." Yeah.
Like the low cut thing?
Yeah, like what you were just demoing. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Once you clear that up, the rest of whatever choices you make somewhere, and I learned this from Al, our mastering engineer, whatever choices you make in your mix somewhere affects somewhere else. So if you cut the low end, you hear all of the high end, right? It's really simple. If you just make a little dip somewhere and make another move somewhere else that raises stuff, you get a whole different thing. And it's really the beauty of, and the scariness of mixing is that like every decision affects something else. So you have to make those things wisely. And a lot of that comes down to sound selection, really. But yeah, thanks for submitting that. That was interesting.
Yeah. I want to, as you mentioned about Al, mastering engineer, I just want to plug on our YouTube channel. There was a series that he did called Ask an Engineer, where there's still all the information there is still very relevant. And if you're looking to learn more, you can always check those videos out. And then also on Learn as well. Yeah.
Cool. Yeah. One more. Who will it be?
One more.
So we did Elixir. So if it lands on them, we'll just
do it again.
Yeah. Thanks to everyone for submitting, by the way. I'm sorry we can't get to everyone. We will do these more often, though, and maybe we'll do it when we catch up with all the submissions. But
yeah, we do need to catch up on these submissions.
Yeah.
But
Josh.
Okay, Josh is, if you find him, I'm also looking on my screen as well. So after Ryder. Yeah, John is just after Ryder, so just keep going down. Just, oh, no, that was, we did do, artist tuber operations. Okay, wait, I may have put him in twice. Are we doing Josh or John? Oh, Josh. Josh. That's James. Guys, call it out if you see it.
I feel bad we didn't get to this one.
Do you want to just do that one?
Is Josh here? I guess we should, next time we'll take priority to people that are in the stream.
Yeah.
But, is that? No. James. Too many J's, guys.
Guys, come up with new names, all right?
Yeah. Change your birth certificate. Oh, there we go. Josh. Really?
This has got to be. Next time I'll like bookmark these somewhere.
Yeah. We'll do that next time.
Yeah.
Why can't I find it? Can I
view files?
Search Josh. What was your song title, Josh?
Josh, if you're here, let us know what the file was called.
Maybe he has like an artist name.
Yeah.
We can't do it. But you put it in here though, no?
Yeah, I wouldn't have. I put it in because I saw. Let's try. Build a search engine into your interface. Says Iski. Yep.
We're on it.
We are on it. We have a whole channels 2.0. It's my whole.
It's your life now.
It's my life now. Okay.
Lots of great stuff though here. I would encourage everyone, go through, listen to some stuff, leave your notes, even if even kind words if you're not sure what to say. I think it really helps people know that people are listening and like gives them inspiration to keep creating.
Yeah,
I think it's an important part.
Confidence is, you've released music. Like confidence is a big part of releasing music, and I think just hyping people up and letting them know what they're doing is right. Like sometimes that's just what you need to do or people need to hear.
Yeah.
Yeah, just to be told.
I cannot find this. I'm gonna go with
what was
the one that we
missed.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh wait, I think I saw it. Scroll down. Just underneath that one.
Oh, here we go.
Yes.
Cool.
Run to the bag. Know that thing. Cheers. That's all. Good thing. Ready to the bag. Know that thing. Cheers. That's all. Good thing.
I don't know what you've been told, but you can't tell me shit. I don't know what you've been told, but you can't tell me shit.
Did you just get demonetized?
Oh, I don't have these monetized.
Oh, okay.
I play hard. I play hard. I bass bumping, drinks flowing, ass shaking in a circle. Bass bumping, drinks flowing, ass shaking in a circle. I like the buzz. I like the buzz. I play hard. I play hard. Bass bumping, drinks flowing, ass shaking in a circle. Bass bumping, drinks flowing, ass shaking in a circle. Hair done, nails there. I like nails there. Hair done, nails there. I like nails there. Yeah, you want this cash, not as bad as I want this bag. Watch me do it while I shake this ass. Throw that money, let me see them stacks. I see you clutching my pockets. What you want to do, I can top it. What I'm gonna do, you can't stop it. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Shake it fast to the beat. Fast to the beat. Fast to the beat. Shake it fast to the beat. Fast to the beat. I see you clutching my pockets. What you want to do, I can top it. What I'm gonna do, you can't stop it. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Shake it fast to the beat. Fast to the beat. Fast to the beat. Shake it fast to the beat. Fast to the beat.
Really, you know what it reminds me of? I don't know if you know the group Knower, Knower.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it reminds me of the vocalist. She has the same kind of style. This is really cool though. The nice vocal phrasing. Let's just start again because I had some notes.
Know that thing. Cheers.
Bass intro. I think the vocals could be a bit lower here.
Know that thing.
Really feature the drums in the intro.
That's all.
That's my opinion.
I don't know.
And guys, do not be afraid to add silence before something kicks in. It really adds the impact. Dun, dun, dun. Dun, you know, like just an extra bar sometimes really leaves people like, oh, and then it comes in, they're like, oh yeah, that's so sick. I love adding silence and like, you don't have to have stuff playing through all the time.
Yeah, sometimes less is more.
I don't know.
Yeah, just adding nothing.
Told, but you
I think it's Miles Davis that says, and I'll quote this incorrectly, but it's the notes that you don't play.
Yes. Yeah. I've heard that phrase.
It's the space between the notes, right?
can't tell me shit.
That's so funny.
Know what you've been told, but you can't tell me shit.
Same comment here, though. The bass can come down and it's going to highlight the drums a bit more because I find the bass to be really high and then it's masking your perception of the drums.
I like the buzz. I like
This sounds like a pre-chorus to me.
the play hard.
Like it's going to build up into something.
I play hard. I bass bumping, drinks flowing, ass shaking in a circle. Bass bumping, drinks flowing, ass shaking in a circle.
I'm expecting it to go here, to be honest, after that section here. So like you have the verse, pre-chorus, then you have
Yeah. Shake it fast to the beat.
then you have a chorus coming in. But instead we kind of live in this area for a bit.
I play hard. I play hard. Bass bumping, drinks flowing, ass shaking.
It's a nice
in
build,
circle.
though.
Bass bumping, drinks flowing, ass shaking.
You could really condense these two sections here into 4-bar sections of each. So these are, I think, 8 bars. So half these go from here, build into here, and then go into the chorus. And then feel free to do another variation of that after the chorus. And then here's your bridge, right? If that makes sense to you. And that's your bridge. And then I'm not sure what this is. This is like,
I play hard. I play shaking in the side.
yeah, this is like this again, right? So let's actually try to do that because it'd be fun.
Yeah, chat saying very catchy pre-chorus and mixed very well. And more people just asking how to submit tracks. You can put them into the Get Feedback community channel.
The link is in the description.
Oh, cool. I did not. The link is in the description.
Yeah.
We will always try and do more of these on streams. Like I've been saying, we are catching up from last week, so these will what was submitted last week. If we do more of these, then we'll always try and include more people. Always have them in pre-stream. Like we'll post on socials, we'll post on YouTube, Instagram. Should follow us on Instagram and Threads as well. We're trying to post more on Threads. Which are
Run to the bag.
music.
I don't know.
Okay, so
I like the boys. I like the boys. I like the play hard. I play hard. I play hard. I bass bumping, drinks flowing, ass shaking in a circle. Bass bumping, drinks flowing, ass shaking in a circle. I like the boys. Bass bumping, drinks flowing, ass shaking in a circle.
and then like let's try cutting that. Just like condensing sections, just so there's more interest over like you don't have to go 16 or 8 bars. You could just cut it. And then, you know what I mean? It adds more movement. Actually, I think that pretty good.
Yeah.
So
Oh, yeah, you really did.
just there's more momentum, there's more movement. You're not sitting in one place for too long, right?
Because if this was, again, to talk about like house music or something, like, because house typically stays in the same place for quite a while,
Yeah.
which I've noticed quite a few times in the songs we've been listening to today, but that doesn't always fit for a lot of genres. Like for something like this, you actually don't want to stay in the same place for too long. Like you do want to move. Like
That is true. Yeah, it's very.
Yeah, like
that's why I said a lot of feedback is subjective.
Yeah,
right?
but so like if you're trying to if your song is trying to just stay like in one section, then like that's what you're trying to do. But if you're not trying to make like house music, for example, like I would try and move it. I try and progress the track.
I mean, overall, you want to progress it and introduce elements over time. But yeah, sometimes people just like to chill in one spot, and there's nothing wrong with that.
Oh,
either,
yeah, it's
so.
good. Yeah. Tell I listen to exclusively.
I want to see if I can do something here. Break, right?
Mm-hmm. Sorry, I lost my.
What I'm gonna do? What you want to do? See them stare. See them stare. I see you clacking my butt.
Well, this is fun. I'm just destroying this person's song. Break, ding, dun, and then it goes into like the chorus.
I see you clacking my pockets.
Yeah.
I see you clacking my pockets.
It kind of switches up a bit.
Watch me do it while I shake this ass.
Dun, dun, dun.
I see you
Yeah,
clacking.
I'm not going to be able to line it up, but you get the idea. Like add breaks,
Mm-hmm.
and then build into it like with a reverse cymbal. Add little drum fills, little things. And if you watch the guy from Disclosure on YouTube, he's got some really great walkthroughs where he just walks through a mix. All of the little decisions he makes that makes it a whole add to the life of the track, because there's just little surprises here and there that only happen once or twice, and little ear candy things. Don't be afraid to just put one sound in once, little percussion things here and there, spices, right? You just put a little spice. It really adds to the life of the track. And same for food, like just throw some salt on something. It just brings the flavor of the food out. Same with music. You just add little things here and there, little mixing decisions, automation, swells.
You've got to find your spice.
Exactly.
Like some people like cayenne pepper, some people like tajin,
Yeah.
Some people like Mexican chili flakes. It's all, find your spice.
I like a boy.
In terms of the mix, I think it sounds good. How could we make it better? I'm not sure.
Bass bumping, drinks flowing, ass shaking in the circle.
Yeah, I think it's it's pretty balanced, which is great.
I'd say the most balanced we've seen probably of all the...
The kick feels nice and full. I think the vocals themselves, you could play around with more effects, reverb. You can make them a bit brighter, I think. Make them more upfront.
Bass bumping, drinks flowing,
Here they're pretty upfront, though. Nice snare sound. I think the kick's got a nice...
Bass bumping, drinks flowing.
There's the kick. I think the bass itself could come up a bit without getting in the way of the kick. But yeah, really, really nice stuff.
Yeah, you want this cash, not as bad.
I feel like things are really in the center, though. You could get away with panning some stuff hard left and hard right. Take like what's that sound?
Yeah, you want this cash, not as bad as I want this bag. Watch me, yeah.
That dun 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 dun. Put that in one octave on one side. Grab a different sound, put it in the other octave on another side. Blend them in. You're going to get a nice stereo image that's going to be a bit more wide. Little tricks like that. Auto panning, percussion elements is great to add some more depth. Because everything feels really down the center. And if you want a wider mix, use that pan knob, auto pan. Chorus effects work well. Percussion elements that only sit on the left or the right. Pan your drums a bit, make maybe the hi-hats just a little bit on the right side, like if you're watching a drummer. Add multiple claps, pan them. That sound different. That helps. I hope that helped.
Yeah, I like when you've kind of gone into the door and been a bit more detailed. I guess.
Yeah, that always helps.
You kind of. I think it's good to demonstrate this sometimes. What we're doing, and then just people posting links.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna click it.
We're just clicking the embed. Oh,
yes.
Now they're spamming this.
Now they're spamming the embed. Check the world.
I like this.
This is like a vacation they went on, and this is just the music they made. This is really nice. It's like doing some
I'm sorry we couldn't get this to Thomas. Was he on the wheel? We'll do this again. I'll use this to play out the stream. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in. Apologies we couldn't get to everyone today.
Yeah, thank you so much for all your submissions. I know some people are kind of posting last minute. We will...
Oh, that was such a nice vibe, and then I ruined it. Okay, sorry.
It's okay. One full cam anyway.
Yeah.
So, yeah, thank you very much for submitting your tracks, for giving feedback already so far. Thanks for tuning in in the chat today. We do want to do this more. I think going forward we could do this, I don't know, like months. We'll see.
Yeah, we'll see.
We'll
see.
It'd be
nice to do. Yeah. It's easy to do. That's a good thing. So
we'll look to get some influencers on as well. Let us know who you want on as well. Let us know if you have any contacts at Bubbly. We are looking for a sponsorship.
Actively looking for a sponsorship from Bubbly.
Thank you for your time. Thank you for being part of, again, this elite music community.
Elite, yeah. Part of the elite. Hey, and did you guys notice? Look at the camera. You see how good it looks?
Oh, nice.
We're using the new camera.
Oh, this is the new. Oh, yeah. This is. I haven't been on stream for a while, so.
We're moving, man.
We're moving.
Really happy. Thank you, everyone, for staying tuned in and listening to everyone's music. I think it means a lot to them, and I'll be active in the channel. I'll give more text feedback when I can, and keep sharing your music. And if you share stuff in there, please be sure to. Here's the song I was playing. Please be sure to give feedback. If you leave something for feedback, give feedback to someone else, or just let them know that you listened to it and you enjoyed it. If you did, that's going to make someone's day if you do that. So just go and do that. Be active in the channel, and we'll do this again because it was a lot of fun. I had a lot of fun, and
drop us a line on channel on network if you need anything. You find us in there, and have a good day.
Cool.
Thanks again. And thanks to you, Anthony. Good to see you, man.
Great to see you.
All right. Have a nice weekend. Take care.